Greetings, friends, and welcome to Enigma Night Gaming. My name is Liara, and I will be your guide in today's adventure. Today we're playing Disco Elysium, and in today's episode, Kim has left us alone. Is that going to be a good thing or a bad thing? How much trouble can we get in by ourselves? Well, without further ado, let's hop into the game. Alright, so I'm not sure what all we'll be able to accomplish. I almost think we need to just go to bed. But I do want to see if we can find the thrift store that we had discovered like on an earlier episode. And we didn't actually, that was where we found out that our gun had passed through that pawn shop. But then we couldn't actually keep that in our playthrough because we ended up taking a morale hit and dying. I don't think it's down here. This is where she's at. And I think she might be... I don't know. Can we talk to her?
You're back. Good. What can I help you with?
Well, by the way, I've talked to Evrart Claire.
You have?
And
how did you like Mr. Clare?
I didn't. He's a beautiful man, beautiful and just. Evrart Claire is a hero of the workers' movement. He is the champion I've sworn fealty to. He's a bloated rainbow socialist. I can do business with him. For a socialist, he's reasonable. He's not the champion I have chosen. I wish to swear fealty to you and your cause and the cause of capital. It's not important if I liked him. I was doing my job. I mean, he's kind of slimy. I didn't really like him.
Oh, come on now. He has his uses. How else would he have stayed in power all these years? Or wait, actually...
She answers her own question?
Corruption. That's how he's done it.
Yeah, I mean...
Fantastic, Verm-like corruption, reaching into the bowels of the earth.
She looks at the ground and nods.
Of course. I don't expect you to share anything he told you with me. I'm not a Verm myself. But if you felt like passing some information...
Of course Kim would tell us not to.
How can I stop you? Are we not human? Are we not curious to hear another person's take? It's only natural. We would only be gossiping.
I'm sure.
Intellectually speaking, it would be quite interesting to hear what she has to say about these things.
I mean, maybe.
Tell her she'll like you for it.
Let's see. That money you gave me, would that make things weird if I shared information? I mean, Mr. Evrart is helping me find my gun. I'd rather talk about something else for you now. I want to find my gun. Let's tell her that.
Oh. That's so helpful of him.
Uh-huh.
So very, very helpful. And how is that going? Do you have any leads on that gun?
No. Mr. Evrart says it's almost ready to be found soon. Mr. Evrart is helping me to find my gun. We just repeat it. We're just going to say no.
Well, maybe he's not as helpful as you thought then. Is there anything else?
I'd rather talk about anything, something else for now, if you don't mind. That money you gave me, would that make things weird if I shared information?
Weird? Oh no. One of the positive things to come from the revolution is the unhindered exchange of information, you see. Even when it comes to trade secrets.
Sure, I'm sure.
Isn't to suggest our talks constitute corporate espionage. Even
See,
if
this
they
is like
did,
talking to
it
the
would be
enemy.
fine. But they don't, since you logged the money as a donation, and this is clearly just gossip between friends.
Of course, of course.
The lieutenant might have, but I don't remember you logging anything as anything, Harry.
That's true. Let's talk about something
Of
else.
course, Detective. Should something come up later down the road, don't be afraid to drop by for a chat.
Sure.
Until then, is there anything I can help you with?
That's all for now. All right. Well, so I don't know. We still have to go back and talk to Evrart, of course. Let's go see what else we can find. I don't want to go back there. I'm trying to remember where the pawn shop was, to be honest. There's the bookstore. I thought it was down from here, but I guess not. Unless it's down like this direction. Oh, it might be. Like this direction down. That would make sense. Actually, yes. Okay. Scribbled. Okay. That must be a dirty magazine. What's in here? Yes, we'll take some tear. Alright, so is there anything we can do? Butter sign down.
A crumpled billboard reading, Samaran butter soaks in the canal. Two ugly lines mar the bright countenance of the blonde boy depicted. The sign billboard has fallen on the waterlock, keeping it open, and thus out of order.
What is Samaran butter?
Whatever it is, the boy on the billboard seems very happy about it.
Alright.
Goat milk and butter. The Samaran terrain makes it easier to raise goats than cows.
That makes
and the
sense.
local goat farmers produce high-quality meat and dairy staples that add variety to other nations' diets.
Okay.
It's an acquired taste.
I imagine so. Alright, so attempt to reconstruct what happened here.
Judging by the size of the impact and the parallel lines of burnt rubber, the cause was probably a motor vehicle.
Okay. Interesting. Look at the crater.
Side slip marks indicated that the vehicle was traveling up the crater at 35 kilometers an hour.
Okay, and the roof of the shack.
The
He
black
got
marks
onto
on
the roof of the shack.
indicate that the vehicle vaulted from the crater to the roof of the shack.
Okay, and the sloping metal roof panel?
The panel served as a takeoff ramp.
So it would seem. Look at the broken posts.
The vehicle soared through the air, hitting the billboard and upsetting the posts. Then it continued its flight, taking the billboard with it.
Okay, look at the sign.
The sign broke the vehicle's fall into the canal. The
Okay.
Samaran butter billboard still looks freshly painted, suggesting it took the plunge recently,
How recently?
within the past 72 hours.
Huh. So what vehicle is that? Look at the opposite bank.
Still speeding, the vehicle made a loop and vanished into the fog along the coast.
Huh. What was the model of this phantom vehicle?
There are two good candidates, the Caprice 40 and the Linéaire G22.
Okay, why the Cooper's 40?
It's about the right size, and the tire marks look like they came from the skinny tires frequently found on that motor carriage.
Okay.
The Caprice 40 is a very popular model, with bank clerks, topping pie delivery drivers, secondary school teachers, cops, strippers dressed as cops, undressed strippers.
Oh, okay, why the Linnea
Very
G22?
sturdy but light motor carriage. More likely than most to survive that jump.
Okay.
The Linéaire G22 is not a particularly popular model due to its peculiar proportions, which the
I
manufacturer's
feel like it's going to be
design
that
team
one then.
probably thought about for too long.
All right, so what now?
You'd have to follow the tracks to be sure.
All right, blink. I don't know if we can. Anything we can do with this box?
A couple of indicator lights are missing from this control panel. Loose wires dangle from the now vacant holes. In the middle is a lever. Beneath it, a small metal plaque.
Okay.
This panel usually closes the waterlock, turning it into a bridge that lets you cross the canal. But there's a crashed Samaran butter sign in the way.
Right.
Pulling the lever probably won't do anything.
Okay, well, let's pull the lever up.
Pull the lever all the way up until the metal clicks against the contact pins. You hear a soft clunk.
And then
Then-
nothing, right?
Nothing happens.
Okay. Push it harder?
Nothing happens. A cold gust of wind blowing in from the sea interrupts the silence of the situation. The man watches you in silence, very slowly cutting off another slice of his salami and putting it in his mouth.
Release the
The
lever.
spring brings the lever back to its original position. You still need to close the waterlock to get across the canal some other way.
Okay.
Wasn't there a sign over there saying functionality will be restored on Wednesday morning?
Okay. I think it's Tuesday right now. Is it not? Let's see. Yeah, it's Tuesday right now. So if functionality is restored tomorrow, then maybe we can get across. That's cool. All right. Was this the thrift store? Yes, but he's not here. We can, I guess. Oh, wait, yeah, he is. He's right there. All right. We'll go ahead and look at these. Mostly military wear with a few more eccentric fashions thrown in. Some kind of machine, an antique cash register. The bust of a woman, the plaque simply says DEI. In the dark, a film projector is whirring away. Okay. What's back here?
You see rows of toy soldiers guarding the rest of the trinkets displayed on the table. Some on horseback, others in rags, others yet in bright blue uniforms. All are stern and unyielding in their duty.
Okay, so now I think we looked at these before, but let's dig up a truly cool figurine in the box under the table.
Everything you pick out seems faded, chipped, and sad somehow. Most of them are just broken toys.
Okay. Well, step away from the table for now. Maybe eventually we'll come back. What is this up here?
The boomboxes on the shelf look well-loved and well-traveled.
There may be something we
Dented,
can do
they
there.
stare at you with the
Because we
unblinking
needed
eyes of their tape
something so
reels.
we can sing karaoke. Stand on your tips of your toes to see
One
more.
especially catches your eye. Deep gold and amber plastic with a big old handle on top. A classic boombox that says Stereo 8 approved.
Okay.
Just make sure it works before you buy it.
All right. So shopkeep the Stereo 8 approved machine here.
Is the Harman Welsh W2, made in Vespa, designed in Seoul, plays all reel-to-reel formats, 2mm, 8mm, 12mm. It's even got a little radio in there. It'll set you back 12 real.
Are you sure it's all in working order?
Absolutely. I've tested each one myself with recordings of speech, found sounds and music from a variety of genres. Even though I don't really like music.
Okay.
That's odd. Why doesn't he like music?
Okay. Why don't you like
The
music?
stuff I record myself. Silverware shaking in drawers as motor cars race by. Nocturnal animals climbing on the roof. Airship rotors. That kind of thing.
Okay.
Maybe you should ditch music as well. Get into these more experimental sounds he's describing.
All right. Well, let's not buy it yet. That's all. Because we might need to buy our gun if we
Typical
can find it.
Montanese streetlight sits among assorted floor and table lamps.
Is that a street light?
Yes, officer. As you see, it's in perfect working order.
His manner is casual, but his speech is careful, measured. He wants you to know that he has nothing to hide.
Where did you get this? I wonder if the car hid it out
was
there.
brought to me to be altered.
The
Uh-huh.
light's buzzing resembles the purring of a cat. It seems very much at home here.
Let your gaze run over the
The
street
light
light.
pole has been carefully cut, and the wiring has been redone and attached to a
okay.
standard indoor plug. The light buzzes faintly, but persistently.
Okay.
This would make quite a statement in your living room.
I see. I see. All right. We're not gonna buy it, but we can ask.
700 real.
That's
bargain, I dare say.
crazy. 700 sounds about right. I imagine it wasn't easy sawing off that street lamp. Are you out of mind? There's one just like that on every corner. Even taking into account the risk of obtaining the light, that seems a bit steep. I want to say the last one because it's funny.
Hey, I don't know where it came from, but it's not every day you get to buy and sell something so extraordinary.
All right, let's leave. What's over here?
Wow, a very large red t-shirt with an impressive print stands out from the other garb.
Oh, yeah?
Oh yeah, the print depicts a
Oh, yeah,
muscled
yeah.
man
We went through a
striding
whole
toward you,
conversation
giant
about
sword in
Heimdall
each hand,
burning.
encircled by burning embers.
Mm-hmm.
Behind him is a cluster of cabins engulfed in flames.
I remember.
Beneath him are the words, Hyundal burning.
Hyundal.
The
Okay.
antlers on the hood of the man's cloak and his piercing blue eyes are familiar.
Let's see. Sniff the t-shirt. Why?
Smells like worn cotton and a little old sweat there.
I mean, I guess that makes
Worn
sense.
cotton with a side of flea market or trash bin.
Well, that's true.
Sniffing is okay, but please don't try anything on. Can't have you leaving your photon emissions in the fabric of things you're not going to buy.
How much are you selling this t-shirt for?
2 real.
Mm-hmm.
That's very cheap for a printed t-shirt that's still in pretty good shape.
That's unusually cheap, isn't it?
It should belong to anyone who is ready to wear it.
Couldn't you just give it to me for free then?
But why?
Because I'm a broke cop without a cent to my name. That's a lie. We have some real. Perhaps I could repay you in some other way. I guess I can't think of any good reason. Perhaps I could repay you in some other way. Hey, Everett, welcome in. I am in a CD
Ideally
pawn shop
goods,
indeed.
Not services.
Okay, let's move on from the t-shirt from now. Alright, let's go ahead and talk to him and see if we can find out about our gun.
It's not often that I see officers from the RCM in my pawn shop.
Indeed.
What can I do for you?
His
Well,
courtesy is not insincere, but he prefers being alone with his projector, just watching the movement of light across the walls of the shop.
sorry, I feel like I'm interrupting you. Shake your head. It's shameful how insufficient the police presence is in these parts. Now that the RCM is here, tell me, have you had any trouble lately? I feel like I'm interrupting you.
Oh no, not at all. I guess I haven't had many customers lately. RCM or otherwise.
Who are your customers usually?
All kinds of people come through here. Locals, travellers, people looking for a deal, people looking for a keepsake. People who are terminally bored.
Uh-huh.
As you can see, I have a wide selection of goods for everyone to choose from.
Quite a collection indeed. Let's see, typically vacuous consumers objects. Honestly, I think some of your sexual selections are more tasteful than others. This business plan is all over the place. Quite the collection indeed.
It keeps me entertained.
His attention is drawn once more to the play of lights and shadow on the walls behind
He's
you.
well composed, but underneath it you sense psychedelic processes bubbling. Some kind of drug, maybe.
Probably.
Entertained. He might be high. If he is, on what?
Let's see. If is Ray high, and if yes, what is he on? Okay.
Feeling warm and enthralled by the movement of light, while the mind continues to race forward. Lucky bastard. He's probably on Parolidon. It's tough to come by on the street.
Rolodon, what is that?
Drug developed by the military to treat and prevent radiation sickness. It has psychedelic side effects, and it makes your eyes turn yellow.
Okay, is it just me, or is it getting really warm around here? Sir, could you take off your sunglasses? I'd like to check your eyes. So where does it make it that okay, is it me or is it really warm around
I
here?
try to keep the shop at a comfortable temperature.
No judgment, just curious. Chill out. I'm a chill cop who no, we don't want some of what he's having, so that one's out. I didn't mean to offend you. I don't want drugs.
I'm
So
not
we'll drop
offended,
the
officer.
subject. Alright, you might be able... Do you happen to have any guns, like the ones carried by officers of the Citizens Militia? So this is what got us in trouble before. So let's go
Someone
ahead.
else came here earlier today asking the same question. I promptly sold her the gun you pawned a couple days back.
Sold her the gun. Okay, is this the female lorry driver?
This is a pawn shop, and it did feel as if you've met before. Oh god.
Wait, I sold you my gun.
You were adamant about getting rid of it, officer. Said you were undeserving of a service weapon of the Revachol Citizens Militia.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't like keeping guns around the shop for long. Off the charts photon emissions. The unhealthy kind.
Was the buyer a policeman too?
She didn't seem like a policeman, although she kept referring to herself as a pig, which was odd. I found her interest in the gun a bit obsessive, but I was just happy to get rid of it, and of her. Truth be told, she was terrifying.
She must be one of my adoring fans. Just wanted to feel closer to me, you know. Maybe she's a vigilante, wants to prove she can patrol the streets more effectively than the citizens' militia. What if she intends to commit a crime and blame it on the citizens' militia on me? You gotta help me find her, man. Let's just see if he'll help us.
I wish I could help with that, officer, but I don't know where she was from or where she was going.
Any idea where I can find the buyer?
My apologies, officer, but I have no idea where she was coming from or where she went.
He may have some kind of bill of sale somewhere.
A needle in a haystack. There is nothing you can do about it right now. You'll just have to hope Evrart wasn't lying, and the Union can track her down in time.
Have the people from Evrart Clare's Union come here to track that gun?
Maybe. Shady-looking guys came in here yesterday, looking like they'd just taken off their Wild Pines overalls. They asked if I have a police weapon to sell. I told them I already sold it.
Okay.
They went their way. It was a trip, but you know, all sorts of people come here, asking for all sorts of things.
I imagine so.
Wait, then it might be true. Everart's claims.
Could
People
be.
as oleaginous as Evrart seem like they're lying, even when they're really being truthful.
Okay. At least now I know how I lost my sidearm. Let's talk about something
Of
else.
course.
Let's see. You might be able to aid my
I
investigation.
doubt it, but I can try and answer any questions you may have.
Do you know anything about the recent hanging?
I do my best to keep my distance from all manner of butchery. Bad for business, bad for everyone.
Yeah, I mean, I
He
suppose
doesn't
so.
know anything.
Okay, that's
The
all.
pawnbroker's gaze is already fixed on the dancing colors.
Okay. Do you know anything about the traffic menace on the loose?
Traffic? I'm sorry, officer, but I don't drive.
Wait, why don't you drive?
I just don't like it very much. Movement on the road never really gelled well with the movement of my thoughts.
I guess your thoughts are a little slower. But you didn't you hear it when the traffic menace drove over your roof?
Now that I think about it, I do remember hearing a thunderous noise the other night. Some kind of powerful electric vortex hitting the shop and then moving on.
A vortex sounds fascinating.
Yeah, it was pretty wild. I didn't really know what to make of it, but I know it meant something.
Okay. Something I'd like to
Let me
sell.
have a look.
I have a fascinating photo of a corpse here. I'll check my pockets. Access your pawn menu.
Anything
Okay.
else you're thinking of selling?
Well, let's see. What is this? We don't really need this postcard, right? Okay. Can we sell this? How do we sell something? Let's see. I'm not sure.
Oh,
Oops.
no. I don't like those kinds
I
of
clicked the
objects.
wrong option.
No sale.
Do you know what the tattoos mean?
Photic paths, counter-radiance networks, anti-magnetism.
These are the
It's
tattoos on the
darkness.
corpse.
That's all I know. Sell me something lighter.
Okay.
You have absolutely no idea what aphotic paths are, but the tattoos on the man are not that.
All right. Let's
Anything else
do
you're
the
thinking
pawn.
of selling?
All right. There used to be a tape in this case, but it was destroyed. Okay. I don't know if we can sell this stuff. I have a rifle. Photo of a happy couple. A blue pen. We'll end up selling his blue pen while he's gone. That would be so mean. Oh, do we click this? Okay. Postcard, postcard. Some extra money, right? I don't know that he might want his handkerchief back. We shouldn't sell that, I think. This is another postcard we can sell. I don't know if we need the postcard or the picture or not. But I guess I don't know. I guess we could sell it. For now. Alright. I think that's good. Close. Alright. I don't have anything else to sell.
Another time, perhaps.
Alright. I have other business to take care of. Thank you. Alright, so made a little bit of a real. Found out about our gun, so that's definitely progress. Well, I guess we can look and see if there's anything else we should be able to take care of. We need to go take a shower. I think maybe that might be the last thing we do. Let's head back. It's getting late. I mean, it's 10:30. We'll go ahead and get a shower. And, man, it's like totally deserted in this yard here. No people around so late at night. I mean, it makes sense, of course. But we'll head back in to the whirling in rags. Go up to our room. And I wonder, maybe I can try that door that I'm reluctant to open. This one here. Let's give it a quick save, though. Like, I've not opened it because Kim's been here.
Closed.
Let's try the handle.
This door can only be opened with a key or from the inside.
Knock again.
Still no answer.
Knock again harder.
Still nothing.
Much harder.
Still nothing.
I wonder if there's a key around somewhere. Can we do anything with this? Knock on this door. We can't get through there. Alright. I don't know that there's anything else. We can go out on the balcony, but I think that's it. Let's head in here. Home sweet home, as it were. And let's take off, or let's take a bath and get off the death smell.
This is not the cleanest bathtub in the world, but it's cleaner than you are right
Oh, it
now.
definitely is. This bathtub has not been dealing with a corpse all day.
That soap scum smell. It smells like life, at least compared to you.
Let's see. Run yourself a
The
bath.
bathtub slowly fills with water. The water
Why did we
beckons.
run the sink? Undress, close your eyes, and
The
submerge.
water is only lukewarm, but still comforting, like amniotic fluid. A few beer cans are bobbing up and down along your flanks, like sad duckies.
Take the beer cans out.
Now you are alone with your thoughts in the tub, but it's easier than being alone with your thoughts outside the tub.
Sure, sure. I think we've done great,
They're
so...
not even really thoughts, just assorted sensations. None of them acute enough to focus on.
Linger in the tub a little.
Your fingers grow pale and are covered with tiny whirls as the water cools.
Okay. Imagine something.
You see the corpse. You can still smell the cadaver on you. It's going to take more than one bath to get rid of that stench.
Okay.
Then, houses along a narrow street.
Oh.
A video rental.
Huh.
Darkness on the planet's curvature.
Then maybe that's our neighborhood, right? Get out.
The waterline recedes as you stand. You are cold now. Your clothes stick to your still moist skin.
Mm-hmm. Can we, like, turn off? I don't know. Can we open this door? What is this door? Imagine whatever is there links these two, but that's so weird. Can we do anything with the
A
mirror?
mirror hangs on the bathroom wall. In it, your face, adorned with the expression.
Use your chain cutters to fix the faucet. Stop steam from fogging up the mirror. Tool not in hand. Oh. That might be something we can fix. Let's see. Chain cutters. Let's equip them. Okay. Now what if
A
we do
mirror
that?
hangs on the bathroom wall.
Okay.
In it, your face, adorned with the expression.
Let's try it.
The chain cutters slip out of your hands as
Okay.
you attempt to twist the faucet into place.
Can we get
Well,
another
you know
interfacing
one thing
point?
for sure. You've probably never been a plumber.
Okay, let's see. Is there another... Let's see. Where is interfacing? Interfacing. Right here. We could put a point in that. Now let's see. Can we do
A
it?
mirror hangs on the bathroom wall.
58.
Your face.
Let's
adorned
try it again.
With the faucet is
Good.
quite terribly mangled, but you just might be able to twist its parts
Nice.
into place. You handle the chain cutters deftly, applying just enough pressure. The faucet regains a recognizable shape. The
Nice.
steam stops.
Okay.
Told you that you needed those chain cutters. Everything is connected. Everything has a purpose.
Of course, of
The mirror
course.
begins to clear slowly without you having to wipe it.
All right. So let's see. Know the origin. No more steam. We would need electrochemistry. I don't know if we can have enough electrochemistry points. Is it even worth it? Probably not. Plus, I don't know. I think I'd rather save it for something else. Let the mirror be for now. Alright. Is there anything else around here? We could... Oh, we can just... Can we take all of these bottles, I wonder? I don't know. Is there any more in there? What about this one? Oh, there's one. Okay. We'll clean up all that we can. Right? Because we're done with that kind of life. Here's another one. Who knew we had all this money in our room? Oops. Wait. We can't take any of those. Is there any bottles in here we can grab? Doesn't seem like it. Alright.
The fan stands still.
I don't know. I think it's fine. Let's get these bottles. And this one. Alright. Oh, here's another one. There's another one. We had way too many bottles in our room. And another. Oh my goodness. Apparently there's more. Or is there? Let's see. Maybe there's not. Let's see. I think that's just a walk over there sort of thing. I think that's everything. What even have we done to this poor bed?
The bed is still cold from the broken window and not too inviting, but it's yours. You've earned
Can we
it.
do something about the window, I wonder? Like, can we fix that somehow? Like, put
The
a
window
sheet over
stands
it?
broken in its frame. Cold wind blows in.
Let's go ahead and look out again.
You see some lights shimmering outside, but it's difficult to make out the outlines of the buildings below. Dark phantoms with many tiny eyes, chaotically arranged and not looking at you.
Okay. I guess that's it. Alright. Are there any other bottles? I'm just trying to be thorough. I guess we can't do anything about that broken window for now anyways. I don't see any more bottles. We tidied up. We've been paying for our bedroom, so I guess
The
it's
bed is
time to
still
sleep.
cold.
We go to sleep. Are we gonna have
The bed
another
is still cold
vision
from the wind
tonight?
blowing in from the broken window. The mattress creaks as you close your eyes and try your hardest to fall asleep.
But what's gonna happen? Are we gonna succeed in just
Here we are
having-
again, my broken bud. The
Okay.
waves are coming, carrying you away.
Of
But
course.
you can't go. No, you have to stay always half aware of yourself.
Is that like the cop senses?
You're not cooperating, brother man.
Why? Because we're not doing drugs?
It's your disgusting body. Even through your sleep, you feel a vague discomfort suffusing it. Your belly and your sides are unpleasantly tender. You wish you could curl up into a fetal ball of safety. But you cannot, because of the pain.
Pain from what?
That pain in your right side is your enlarged liver, by the
Oh.
way. As for your kidneys, you've really been compounding the damage lately.
I mean, I guess that makes sense. We've been living a crazy life.
But this suffering, it must have some kind of meaning. A story that will come out of it. Perhaps even a story that you will write yourself.
Let's see. These are my just desserts. I will endure this pain with dignity. No, please. Where's that blessed nothingness, that sweet oblivion? I'm an artist and liver damage is my art. I think I need medical attention. These are my just desserts. I will endure this pain with dignity. I mean, we're paying the piper here. That's all there is.
There's no dignity here. Only reflections of your body mass. Flashes of the day. You keep coming back to yourself in the mirror. But why? To admire all your accomplishments?
No, just to make sure there's no food on your face.
You're just stuck here. In the half-world. Could try looking at other people. Really looking. But why would you want to start doing that?
Just get me out of here then, back to the other place. I will. I'm looking at people all the time. I like them. Human beings will always betray you. I'm looking at people all the time. I like them.
Sure you do. They're all so friendly, aren't they?
Not always, no.
At least they're interesting. Each
Yes.
one has a process just like yours, running in the space.
Neighborhood
between
recycle
ideas,
program, exactly.
full of secrets.
All right.
People are beautiful, statuesque, parodies and tragedies of themselves. A great democracy of creatures.
What do you think you're doing right now? Coming to some greater
I feel like my inner
awareness?
voice is insulting
Look at all
me,
these lights.
trying to keep me
blinking in
down.
and out of existence. Thoughts. You're just pretending that you're asleep, even to yourself, while the world goes on without you.
I mean, that kind of is what sleep is. You just lay there and the world continues on while you sleep.
Let it. Let it.
Okay.
But it never seems to let you go, does it? Time to rise and wipe that shining sweat off as best you can. Gather your bearings. Rock and roll.
Okay. Open your eyes. We had hopefully a somewhat restful sleep. We'll see. All right. It is now 7:30. Okay. Are we okay? All right. It's been a rough day, but we can survive. All right, out we go. We'll see if I don't know if Kim will be back yet or not. But we've got things we can do now anyways, even if he's not back. It'll be fine. I don't know if it'll be like 24 hours. Oh, he's back. Good morning.
Yes?
I want to... Nothing, leave. Alright, so he's back on the party again. Have we talked to you guys, I wonder?
You look like...
Thanks. Your ruffled face reflects in the man's sunglasses.
And I don't mean that as a metaphor.
You look like that. I don't look like that. I know it's intentional. The last couple of days have been rough. Looks don't matter. It's what's on the inside that does. I'm never going to get this case solved. Looks don't matter. It's what's on the inside that does.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm going by here.
Oh, come on, Jean. It looks like it's been a rough week on him.
Mm-hmm.
It's not just this week. What you want?
Okay.
There's something about this guy that matches with a face in your head. A similar but different face. He might be wearing a disguise.
Let's see. Cool shades. Are you wearing a disguise? There's something strange about this guy. Kim, who is this guy?
I'm not getting involved in this.
Cool shades. Are you wearing a disguise?
Yes, it's a hobby of mine.
He looks at you inquisitively.
As if waiting for some kind of reaction or response. Something to click. It's not happening though. Who is this guy?
Okay. Got some questions for you. I'm a cop.
About what? You don't look like a cop. You know what you look like?
What do I look like? Well, you already told me what I look like. Like a man down on his luck. I'm trying real hard here, man.
Oh, well, go solve your case then. That would count as trying hard.
Okay. Now will you answer some questions for me?
No,
Why not?
because it's not my job. Why don't you go and do yours and solve this hanging?
If you don't want to answer questions, maybe you want to hear me say things?
Actually, I don't want to hear you say things.
Come on, Jean.
Okay, say things. I want to hear you say things.
Suddenly, out of nowhere, case-related things start popping up in your head.
Okay, I'm doing this investigation. And it turns out he was shot and
You
hanged.
think he was hanged as a cover-up? To hide the shooting?
Basically, yes. Hey, why am I telling you this? Basically, yes.
Okay, well,
He corrects his blonde wig, his hair. He corrects his hair. Why am I telling you this?
I don't know. Why are you?
He gives you an odd look.
It's like you felt it would be intellectually stimulating and would lead somewhere. A custom even? Strange.
Oh my, there's more. You want something more? What is it?
Okay, so there's something strange about this guy. Figure it out. We'll try this, and when we fail it, we'll try adding a point of a spirit de corpse. Do we have some clothing? I feel like we had
Watch out
something.
for yourself, loser.
That voice, so very familiar. Did you hear it when called into your
Wait.
station
Yeah,
and
we
into the
did.
evangelism?
Wait, your voice. I recognize it.
Oh really? I wonder where.
I lost my badge recently when I called in to report it missing. You were there.
That's the where you remember me from?
Yes, I haven't seen you before. I have a bit of a point to your head memory trouble.
You don't say. Goodbye then. The
His
voice thing
voice-
was a coincidence. Run along.
I don't think so. Do I have something for a spirit de corpse? I feel like, yes. Okay, so we can put this on. What else? Do we have anything else for a spirit de corpse? I don't see anything else. Okay. So let's talk to him again.
Again? I can't believe this.
Okay. There's something strange about this guy. So we'll put 1 point in it when we fail this.
You know what it is. It's like the two of you
Okay.
know each other. Just ask him.
Tell me the truth. Do you know me from somewhere?
Oh, I definitely know you from somewhere.
Okay.
Another life.
From where? From another life.
Yes, from another life. A different life. Maybe the life of a police officer belonging to the ranks of the...
Is he our boss? He
To
pauses.
what station do you think you would belong in this alternate and totally fictional reality?
41st?
Okay. That's plausible. That's entirely plausible. Now we're really getting somewhere.
He gives you a long, meaningful look and adds.
Somewhere good.
Let's talk more about that hypothetical Station 41 you mentioned.
Okay.
The hypothetical 4-1. Yeah, let's fantasize about that. He blinks aggressively. I'm not busy. You're not busy, so let's just play around. Who else is in our imaginary police station?
You're not going to believe this, but police officers.
You don't say.
Yes, sir. Solving crimes, locking up bad guys, and get this, and not getting that drink on at 2 o'clock.
Yes, we have stopped that. Thank you very much.
Just some regular boring in suits and uniforms. Nothing spectacularly extravagant like you, the far-out son of Lang.
Uh-huh. All right, who is the far-out son of Lung?
Oh, it's you, you eccentric genius. I mean, with your unorthodox approach to police work, it has to be you.
Want to tell me more about him or her?
Not even a little bit.
It's an
Okay.
urban myth about an officer who is so far undercover he can't remember who he is. As I said, just an urban myth. You are not the son of Lang.
Okay.
Okay, yes, you get the joke. Leave it at that.
So what would our relationship be in this alternate universe?
Let's be crazy. Let's say you and I are partners. How's that for a thought experiment?
Okay. Like partners in crime, or you seem to be a cool guy. I'd love to have you as my partner. You seem to be a bit of a drag. No offense, but I could do better. You seem to be a cool guy. I'd love to have you as my partner. Kim's cooler than you. I mean, he's not. He's our temporary partner. You seem like a cool guy. I wonder what we did to him. Oh, man. What do we say here? You seem like a cool guy.
Would you now, or would I be cramping your style? Never mind. Partner.
Oh, okay. Actually, you probably would cramp my style. No, you wouldn't cramp my style at all. Actually, I shouldn't have called you my partner. Kim's my partner. He's going to know. No, you wouldn't cramp my style at all.
Okay. How about you stop wasting my time and get on with whatever you were doing then?
Do you have a crime to solve?
Oh, no. You see, I enjoy watching other better cops solve crimes. And let me tell you, it's been quite a privilege seeing you work.
Uh-huh.
This isn't helping.
She says, shaking her head and looking at the man with sunglasses disapprovingly. Okay, I can't imagine it anymore.
Neither can I, partner. Neither can I.
Let's see, his gray eyes suddenly flash above the glass frames. They feel sad. Let's talk about the hanged man again.
Okay, why not? Let's do the old thing over again. We're not wasting time. There is no time.
Okay, I'm doing this investigation. A man is hanged.
So, do you know who hanged him?
Not yet.
Yeah, I can see that.
Why am I even telling you this?
I don't know. Why are you?
Gives you an odd look.
Oh my, there's more.
Okay, see you
want something
around.
more?
Maybe we can talk to her.
The woman in an RCM patrol officer's uniform winces as she notices you.
I would really prefer not to talk to you right now.
Hold on. You're a cop with the RCM? Is everything all right? Why don't you want... Are you a cop with the RCM?
Yes, I am.
Is everything all right? Why don't you want to talk to me?
I don't know. I mean, why would I want to talk to you?
Have I wronged you? I've done that to a lot of people. Let's see.
No, you haven't wronged me. It's okay.
She shakes her head and breathes out.
Okay, fine. Let's talk. What did you want?
Okay, good.
What does one talk about with a fellow officer?
So what precinct are you from?
What precinct?
She just sighs.
Deranged lunatic.
The sunglass-wearing man pushes through his
You're
teeth.
getting an intellectually unsatisfying vibe from this conversation. Maybe you're doing something wrong.
Are you with him? Point to the man with sunglasses.
Of course I'm with him. Why do you ask?
Nothing, just wondering.
The sooner you figure this hanging out, the sooner everyone can go home.
You're the police, right? Cool, so am I.
I don't know what to say.
Okay.
Don't say anything, Judith.
Wait, is he police? What are you, the police, doing
I'm
here?
just looking out for...
No one. I'm just a man with sunglasses. And you are?
A policewoman. Say nothing.
I just want to do my job. That's all.
She says quietly and looks away.
Something about the man with sunglasses and you. The energy between you two is making her uncomfortable.
Okay, what's
Okay,
going on
The
here?
man with the sunglasses and his hypothetical Station 41. Weird, right?
I know, super weird, yes.
There's something missing here.
Yes.
Something you can't put our
Was he
finger
our
on.
partner?
You know what? Just ask him. I know it sounds crazy, and you'll probably get laughed at. But still.
I was thinking the same thing. I should just ask him if we're from the same station.
Yes, just cross it off the list. It's probably not true, though.
All right.
Again? I can't believe it.
Look, I just have to ask, are we from the same police station?
I'm going to say no. Just to see what you'll say to that. What'd you say?
Okay, or yeah, probably not. I don't remember you from anywhere. Okay.
Okay.
Jean, he said okay. Give it a rest.
Okay, I was clearly wrong. He is a firefighter, male nurse, animal control agent, something of that kind. Not a cop. Go on with your cop work. Don't let me stop you again.
Okay then. See you around. Well, can we talk to Kim? What was that all about? Weird. Are you the smoking guy?
Hi, gendarme.
Uh-huh. Hi?
Hi. So what brings you here?
What are you... I met your Sunday friend. What are you doing here? I met your Sunday friend.
You did? And how did you like him?
I didn't. He's a government official. I don't trust governments. You're right. He's magically bureaucratic.
I told you, he can be very useful. I guess that's the charm of powerful people.
Why was he... let's see. I don't want to talk about... who is he?
A visitor from the first world. He's not like you and me, gendarme. He can always return.
Return
To his
where?
opportunities in Occident, sur la clé.
Oh.
Still, his coming and going brings some life to the village. Or is it just money? I don't know.
Okay. I don't want to talk about other people. I want to talk about you. I guess.
What about me, gendarme?
What are you doing here?
Admiring the atmosphere. What about you, officer?
This is where I'm going down in history. I'm going to sing karaoke. I'm here to solve the case I'm working on. That's what we're here for.
Well, here's to you.
He raises a glass before taking a sip of his drink, froth grazing his mouth. Okay, what is it about the way he carries himself? I don't know. We'll probably fail that.
It's the sports. He's a sports guy.
Right, totally.
Right.
I'm totally... Okay, tell me again about that muscular type who came to investigate the crime.
Oh yes, let's see. He knocked on my door a few days after the lynching. I think he was going through the entire building, asking questions.
Besides muscular, did he have any other identifying traits?
Let me think. He had an accent. He sounded like one of those mercenaries.
Okay.
He sounded vaguely Oranese. No, not vaguely, scratch that. He sounded definitely Oranese.
Okay, was he alone?
Yes, but he was speaking to someone on his earpiece.
Okay, what was he saying?
Just reporting back whatever I was telling him.
And what did he look like?
Muscular, handsome, strong, like one of those military types.
And what did you tell him?
Nothing. That I didn't see anything.
And he believed you?
Why shouldn't he?
Did you tell him about your friend?
What friend?
Your Sunday friend, the witness.
No, I don't think it came up.
Okay, thanks for the information.
Sure. Anything else on your mind?
Nope, that's
Bye-bye,
it.
gendarme.
Okay, okay. Let's check our notes and see what we need to do. We can close the water lock. What else do we have that we can do? Who made the call reporting the crime? Track down your badge. We still got to do that. The victim's tattoos. Oh, we need to check, run the number on the victim's armor. So yeah, we need to go back to the car. Oh, actually first let's go to the kitchen and see what we can do about this one, right? Because we still have that on the list, right? The special borscht. Let's talk to the cook again.
The man ponders his cooking utensils and gives you a little nod.
So what's in that borscht?
The man says a couple of sentences in that strange language of his, and then seems to wait for you to speak.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure he asked you a question.
Yes?
He doesn't know your language. You can just say something cool in return.
Okay, so we'll say Mercury rising again.
Borscht need more vodka?
Okay.
So it's vodka that keeps the men happy and in good spirits. Clever move by the Union.
Okay.
Of course, vodka. Now that makes a very, very special borscht indeed. Turn it up and then ask for some yourself.
No, we're
Turning
not
it
doing
up
that.
seems like a dangerous idea, honestly. The place is a powder keg.
How about no vodka? Turn your fingers counterclockwise. Cut it.
The cook gives you a
There we go.
disappointed look, then turns the stove off and seems to wait for you to speak.
All right, I don't need anything else. All right, good. So we got that taken care of. No more vodka for you guys. All right, so we still have to talk to Evrart. What else do we need to do? Let's look. We can check, we gotta check the car. That's probably the next thing. And I should put my other outfit back on, I think. I think it was our patrol cloak, right? Because we're an official cop. We gotta be all, what do we have on right now for glasses? Logic. But they're -1 authority. I don't know. Okay. So let's go back to his car. It should be over here, right? Yes, right here. And then let's check the number on the armor from our corpse. And we'll see.
Inside, you see a set of steering levers, a radio microphone, a pull-out toolbox, and the soft glow of the fuel preheater gauge.
Alright, let's pull out the radio.
This is Precinct 57. How may I assist you?
Have you heard back from the ICP about the serial number?
Yes. The armor was produced by Fairweather in their facilities in Betancourt, sur la Clé in 42.
Okay.
It was part of a special order for Corps de Pharmacie, a security firm contracted to protect the interests of Oranese pharmaceutical companies.
There it is again, Oranese.
So, it seems the armor went to Seminine. That's where the paper trail ends, though. Even the firm has proven difficult to track. Corps de Pharmacie has been renamed several times over in the years since the armor was issued.
I'm guessing one of its names is Kreno?
Yes. That is the most recent name the ICP has been able to connect to the CBP.
Okay.
And the one before it was Damwell. I also have one called Sediment, but I think that might be a different contractor.
Okay.
No, they work called Sediment. And somatosensor, it seems. All that during the last 9 years.
Okay.
A suit of armor like this would have been manufactured with a particular person's physique in mind. You should ask for whom this suit was fitted.
Okay, a suit of armor like this would have been customized to fit the wearer. There must be a record of the person to whom it was issued.
Yes, but the ICP tends to be reluctant to share private sector records. I could try to talk them into it, though.
Yes, please do try. It's imperative that we learn whose armor this was.
Sure. Call back tomorrow. Hopefully I will have more information for you then.
Okay, I'm done with the radio for now.
7th, over and out.
All right.
In the cabin, you
Nice.
see a set of steering levers.
All right, that's all we need from there. So that's progress. What else can we do? Track down your badge. I don't know. We haven't had any luck with our badge. Who put the clothes in the trash? Who else has unauthorized access to the whirling trash? I don't know. Victim's tattoos. Ask another about the tattoo's possible meanings. I mean, we can keep asking people. Find one armor piece. Open the apartment. Okay, so we need to go back to Evrart. I think that's our next move. Is we'll head on over to Evrart and tell him about our success with opening the door, the apartment door. Although that guy wasn't there, so. Oh boy. Time for this again.
Mr. Dubois, every worker...
He leans towards you, waiting for you to complete his sentence. A member of the board, question mark? Is a living god, is an organ in the great state organism of war, also just look at me, for himself. A member of the board, that's what they're fighting for?
That's right, Mr. Dubois. I see the socialist democratic fervor now burns in your heart, too. How can I help you today?
Okay, I opened the door. You asked me, can we discuss the murder now?
I'm very glad to hear that, Harry. One question. You didn't actually happen to stumble in and see what's inside the apartment, did you?
He's trying to figure out if you're lying.
I may have gone inside and seen a collection of racist mugs. I did go inside. Weasel had the flag of old Revachol on his wall. The deal wasn't for me to go inside, so I didn't. I did go inside. I mean, we'll just be honest.
Exactly the kind of fascist memorabilia I was expecting. Weasel probably prays to it every night for the downfall of the Union.
Mm-hmm.
He was testing you, and you succeeded.
Nice.
Now let's get down to brass tacks. It's time for men like me and you to figure out who's killed who and why. Real police work is gonna start happening now. I promise you, Harry, this is gonna be good.
Okay, let's see. There was a collection of colonial mugs there. They found a similar mug in the trash with the hangman's clothes.
Racist mugs in the trash and in the apartment? You guys are just light years ahead of me. I have so much confidence in the ability of your organization. I'm relieved you're doing this and leaving me to do what I do best. Helping people. With the power of politics.
Uh-huh.
Yes, yes. Do you think this weasel is somehow connected to the murder?
Maybe.
Oh, no. I don't cross paths like that. All I want is for you to succeed in your investigation. I would never complicate things for you.
Are you gonna hide his identity so we can't figure it out?
It seems to be true.
But this weasel might have cleaned up after the killers.
Believe me, Harry, he's a nobody. Just your basement variety nobody. Can't imagine him being connected to a high-caliber case like this.
But it's mighty suspicious.
But he does live nearby. Maybe it's a pedantic weasel. Fascists are known to be neat freaks. I feel like a real detective right now, Harry. Am I getting this right?
He imitates bashing something with an imaginary baton. Great technique. You make a great sergeant. There's more to police work than whacking an imaginary baton. Say nothing.
Of course, Harry. Stoic silence. I like that. Very befitting a police officer. I'm not a real detective. You are.
Okay. I've heard about a connection between the lynching and the strike. I'd like to hear what you know about it.
By now, I'm sure you've figured out who the dead man was working for. The bad guys. Wild Pines. Sent to scare us. Another violent measure of the top hats against us flatcaps.
I'm listening.
Harry, this strike is the culmination of many, many mistakes made by the Wild Pines group. They tried to shut the strike down by sending in armed mercenaries.
Yes, and that was a mistake. That was before the lady got on, I think.
Our victim.
A security contractor? Can you imagine that? Workers standing in peaceful protest, united in the spirit of fellowship, and they send hired killers to mow us down with machine gun fire?
He performs a motion as if spraying bullets from a machine gun.
Yeah?
I'm talking beasts. Hardened killers from proxy wars in Yisut, Semenine, Saramaritsa, you name it, they've done it. Raping, killing, burning villages, killing little children for the Senorita Pineapple Company, Harry.
Okay.
Everything they did there, they brought over here. They want to turn Revachol into a third world slum. Honestly, the only thing they didn't do is kill the village elephant.
Hold on. You have a village elephant?
No, Harry, the elephant is metaphorical and so is the village. But the mercs and their brutality are very real.
Go on.
No, you haven't, Harry.
Whoops, I meant go on.
I haven't told you anything about the crime yet.
Okay.
Now, I haven't personally witnessed the brutalities out there. I have the luxury of staying in my container, you see. If I need to go somewhere, they just move my container.
Okay, go on.
About my fun container? It's a hoot, Harry. Who knows? Maybe you'll be in here the next time they move it. It will be very fun, I promise.
Oh boy.
But enough about me and my container. The killers the company hired, I think there were 3 of them. All hardened commando types.
I mean, he's accurate.
One of them got downright suicidal. Getting drunk, violent, a little rapey.
We've heard that.
Even the negotiator couldn't control him. That's your boy. The one who likes hanging out and trees.
Yes, we've heard that.
Negotiator, you mean Joyce?
Okay.
Harry, what you need to realize is, We dock workers are not pushovers.
He just completely ignores Lieutenant Kim.
We got grit, Harry. This whole neighborhood does. Push us hard enough and we push back. And when we do, we push to kill.
Wait, the whole neighborhood is in on it? Who exactly did the pushing? Who exactly did the pushing?
There's a militant wing inside the Union. A group of people whose duties don't involve manual labor, but peacekeeping in the neighborhood. Making sure everything runs smoothly.
I feel like we've met them.
That sounds a bit like organized crime.
Yeah.
They're like you guys. Idealistic people who want to make sure bad things don't happen. And if they already have, well, punishment must follow.
Of course.
Again, that sounds like organized crime.
Indeed.
So these idealists killed our victim?
That's what it sounds like.
One day Titus Hardy, leader of this peacekeeping faction, comes up to me and says, "Boss, socialist democratic fervor drove us to take it upon ourselves to kill this beast that was burdening the land." He probably worded it differently, but that was the idea. Sure sounded to me like they killed him. I gave them 2 weeks paid leave and told them to lay low to avoid retaliation.
Aren't you worried we might arrest them for this?
Oh, I'm not at all worried about that. These are not the kind of men who get arrested. They're Martinez boys, tough and gritty. I'd like to see the man who takes them in. Besides, I sent my lawyer girl to look after them.
Yeah, okay.
He places a lot of faith in that lawyer girl. Perhaps this is a tactical error. Anyway.
There was a bullet in the hangman's head. Do we really want to say that? I don't know. I feel like we're giving away all our secrets. How do you know the mercenaries were hired by the shipping company?
How do I know? Let me tell you about these people. That's their MO. It's what they do.
Okay.
Last winter, some poor workers in Terminal E went on a little strike. The company sent in Sediment, a security contractor.
It's the second time we've heard that.
The workers' right to wear protective footwear, Harry. These guys turn up and start beating people. Tell you what, Harry, I wouldn't be surprised if we got the same mercenary company after a little rebranding.
Yeah.
And I'm sure as hell not surprised to see an army of scabs under my gates.
So you believe the scabs were organized by the security contractor?
You said it. One of those guys looks big enough to take down that proverbial elephant. Boys like that don't just happen to show up during strikes.
The name of the company is Cornell this time. It might have been Sediment before.
Of course. You're always one step ahead of me, Harry. I'm no genius. I'm in this position because people like me.
Let's see. The remaining mercenaries are organizing a tribunal to take on the Hardys.
Tribunal? That sounds serious, Harry. We Union men should be ourselves. I wish you hadn't told me that. I'm gonna lose sleep over this. Let's change the subject.
Okay.
He's clearly happy about the tribunal.
You don't seem too worried about it.
Oh, Harry, what do I really think about the tribunal? You're trying to climb to second base with old Evrart before you've even courted him properly.
He wants you to do more things for him before.
Let's see. You mentioned a lawyer girl.
Oh, Liz is a bright one. I paid for that law degree myself, thinking it'll probably turn her all fancy. But, Harry, she came back a firebrand socialist. Sometimes she scares me with her zeal.
Wait, the girl by the whirling, who was keeping an eye on you. Is he talking about her?
Better not to mention it. Did you send her to spy on me disguised as a gardener? Maybe better not to mention it.
Oh, and she also really likes gardening, I hear. In March? Strange. Anyway, let's move on.
Okay, tell me about Titus Hardy and his crew.
Oh, they are simply fine young men. All 7 of them. Exemplary union members.
There's still
Always
an 8th
working
member.
To advance their position in the local socialist democratic movement. Core members.
I wonder if the lawyer girl is the 8th member.
Old Theo used to run them.
Maybe.
But things really kicked into gear when Titus took the reins and named the group after himself. Gotta love his initiative.
Interesting. Who's second in command?
They're almost all of them great guys, born leaders. Whatever happened, I'm sure they only had the best interests of Martinez and Revachol in mind.
Of course.
Work with them. Interview them. But don't fight them. They really are just like you. Men who like beer, women, and some order on the streets.
Okay.
He's betting on them being useless to you.
I guess we say this. There was a bullet in the hangman's head. Or Everett, I met these Hardys. Can you ask them to cooperate with me?
But of course. It's the least I can do for my good friend Harry. I'll do it right after we've concluded this talk.
Okay.
You can now go and tell Titus about this. See what he has to say.
Okay.
Also, Harry, here's 5 real.
Sure. Why are you giving this to me? I don't need it. I only wanted you to help me with the... I'm gonna take it.
The lieutenant watches you pocket the banknote. He looks a little puzzled.
I don't know.
Good boy. A real team player. Now, do you have any more questions?
Let's conclude
Was
for
this a
now.
good talk? I'm not sure we made much headway here. I was hoping we'd bust the case wide open. Heck, I even wanted to tell you what I really want to achieve with the strike.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what happened, Harry. I wanted you to feel like Mr. Martinez. And of course, I also wanted you to find your gun. But it's like I can't completely trust you. Yet.
Yet?
Yes, Harry. It's like I can't fully trust you if you're not a man of the left. I want to, but I just can't.
Uh-huh. I'm wondering if the bullet we found in the corpse's head came from our
A man of
gun.
the left. So you have to be a social democrat.
Okay.
He's been hurt too much in the past by men who aren't social democrats.
I'm not a man of the left. I'm a patriot of Revachol. You're right not to trust me. I take care of me. I'm a hustler. I grind. I'm a money engineer. What's that supposed to mean? I'm more left than you are. This is another corrupt scheme, isn't it? I'm neither left nor right. I do what my heart tells me to. What do we say? I take care of me. I don't know. I guess we say that one.
Perfect, Harry. That's perfect. My version of the left is not against the companies, it's with the companies. Honestly, what I have in mind is a business proposal. A left-wing business proposal, but still...
Okay.
And what would this entail?
Once again, I require nothing unethical or illegal of you. You just need to get 2 little signatures on this piece of paper, and then mail it to my accountant in La Delta.
Kim, what do you think of this?
It depends. I don't think what we just got from Mr. Clare was very useful.
He studies Evrart.
As I said, it weighs on me heavily. But once we get really talking, well, I'm gonna hand you the keys to Martinez, and maybe even help you figure out who's behind this killing.
Maybe.
He's saying as little as possible, as vaguely as he can, deliberately omitting things.
Kind of like we did. Fine, if I happen to be there, I can ask them, what are these signatures for?
I'm glad you asked, Harry. The Union is going to build a modern youth centre in Martinez. It will be righteous. We're gonna get those teenagers off drugs and on roller skates.
Okay.
There's a nameless little street on the coast with some old houses around it. Most people have already signed. I just need 2 more signatures to get this mission off the ground, Harry.
Where is this place exactly?
On the coast, Harry, across the canal. There's
Okay.
a cul-de-sac there, a little village they're calling it. A gloomy place. You'll find it. I trust your detective skills, Harry.
Of course.
You're already pretty deep into this. What's a little more? No one can see you here in Martinez.
Alright, and what will happen to the current occupants? So they're just gonna have to deal with the construction noise for 6 months. Then they'll be living like kings right next to a fancy new youth center designed by the best architects from Stella Maris. Okay.
Is he absolutely sure the tenants won't be thrown out in the street?
Are you 100% sure nobody's going to end up homeless?
Am I? Harry, these people, Martinez is the most important thing in my life. I would never let anything bad happen to them.
Of course, of course.
We're gonna build a youth center there. The value of their properties goes up and kids have a place to play in. I'm looking out for these people, not pulling the rug from under them, Harry. I'm looking out for all of Martinez, not just the harbour.
Okay, fine. If I happen to be there, I can ask
You
them.
bring joy to my heart, Harry. Such a pleasure to be working with you. Here.
He hands you an open white
You
envelope.
need to get signatures from Isabel Sadie and Lillian Carter.
Okay.
The cul-de-sac is right past the pawn shop and across the canal. I heard there was some trouble with the water lock, but it should be fixed now.
Yes, we were waiting on that.
Once you have the signatures, mail this to 13022 La Rocca in La Delta. Then I know we can do business together.
Okay, I think we're gonna not say the rest of that because I want to make sure I can talk to Titus Hardy before we release any more bombshells to him.
See you soon, Debardeur. Just kidding, but not too much.
Okay. Well, I think we made some pretty reasonable progress. We had our conversation with Evrart and found out basically nothing from him. We had a conversation with the pawnbroker, found out about our gun, which I kind of wonder if it was the lady lorry driver that had the gun. Is our gun going to end up being the one that was used to shoot the hanging victim? I don't know, but I kind of feel like with the way things go, that's what's going to end up happening. We'll have to find out in the next episode. So if you like this kind of content, please make sure to like, subscribe, follow, share, all that good stuff. If you want to watch live, we're on Twitch, Rumble, and YouTube, and the links are in the description. And if you want to see which games we're playing each day, I post them on x.com/Liara27. And I hope you'll join me in the next one. Until then, guys, bye.